All right, so you've decided to file for divorce. Now it's time to make a plan. At Z Family Law, we do this with every one of our clients. It's called a legal strategy meeting. And at the legal strategy meeting, we make a plan for your divorce and for all the different things that we're going to do in your divorce. And that's because planning works. In the same way you wouldn't start a business without a business plan, you wouldn't buy a house without figuring out the finances. Divorce is a big and important step, and you want to think your way through. If you're just sitting there at home and you're not ready to call our office yet, or you're sitting at home and you're thinking about it and you want to make sure that you're thinking about the right things, here are some things I want you to start thinking about. The first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. I know it sounds really corny, and yes, I do this with clients, but just for a moment, close your eyes. And I want you to picture your life 5 years from now. Where do you live? When you wake up in the morning, what do you see? Do you have pets? What kind of pets? Where are you living? In what state? In an apartment, in a house, in a townhouse? With others? Alone? What do you have for breakfast? And when you leave, are you driving somewhere in a car? Are you taking public transportation? And where are you going? Where are you working? How are you spending your free time? And once you have that vision, that's when you work your way backwards. If you have a different job, what kind of education do you need to get there? Or what kind of retraining do you need to get there? Okay, how much is that going to cost? How do we figure that out in your divorce? Okay, so you said that you had children, and where were your children going to school? Okay, you want them in private school? All right, let's figure out how much that costs, where you need to live to get there, what the tuition's going to be, what the application process is going to be like, and how we have to involve the other parent. All right, so you said you wanted to live in a townhouse in Ohio. Okay, well, we're living here in Maryland. Now we have to talk about a relocation case. Let's figure out how, in this settlement, we can figure out a current or future relocation.